Morning, everyone. Welcome to the 14th day of our Global Breath Awareness. Whoa, I can't believe it's been 14 days and we have one more week to go. Yay, how does it get even better than that? Oh, I'm wearing my little silver pendant and it's going to the wrong direction. So we're going to talk about the mind. Again, ruminating thoughts. Good morning. So who has ruminating thoughts? Does anybody have worry thoughts and obsessive thinking and looping into a story over and over again? Good, Mima. Feeling amazing. Oh, isn't it exhausting to loop around a thought and to be caught up in the mind? It's exhausting. It takes a lot of energy. It takes all of our energy, and that's where we're going to talk about it today. Yes. Good morning, Raquel. Yes. So I'm going to share with you things that have worked for me, because everything I share, I have done it, and that's why I share it with so much love and passion, because it worked. And I have seen it work for a lot of people. So maybe it will work for you. I can't guarantee it because it depends on you. So, okay. So what is it that keeps us looping back over and over and creating all of this energy up here? So the thing is this. Good morning, Elizabeth. We are giving our thoughts too much energy, right? Remember, everything is energy, including thoughts. Thoughts are energy also. It's thought form creates an energy mass. And if you give this thoughts too much of your attention, you're giving it power. You're giving energy to it. And then 8 hours go by or half a day go by and you're still trapped in that energetic loop and in that vicious cycle. So we want to break that. So here's how I see it. We have too many files open on our desktop. Do you know what I mean? If you have your computer and you have all of these files open on your desktop, does your computer run well? It's taking up space. It's taking up space in your computer. And I didn't even know that about computers, okay? I used to date a guy who was an IT guy, and he's like, you have all of these things on your desktop. And I said, that's because I want to access them really quickly. And he said, it's taking too much space. Your computer is running overtime to make sure that everything is open. And it's taking up space and energy and computer space. So it's the same thing with our minds. We have too many files open. And what do I mean by that? Incomplete relationships, and good morning, and guess what? Unspoken words and undelivered communication. So in breath work, we do a lot of completion with things from the past because it's taking up space in your computer. So who would like to empty who would like to empty their computer bank and create more space? So what else? So energy follows your attention. So when you put your attention into something, you're giving it more energy. And we are making thoughts too meaningful. It's another thing. We are making things too significant. When you make something significant, guess what happens? It has power over you. So, good morning. Oh, hi, Kyle. You're here. So guess what, guys? I'm going to share with you once again about the Course in Miracles. Okay, because the Course in Miracles worked for me. My mind, okay, like many of you, I had spent a lot of time in my head, not connecting to my body because it was too painful. And I didn't want to feel the hurt and the pain and the emotional charge that was in my body. So I was extremely irritable, right? Tons of triggers, and I was in my head all the time. So when I started working with the Course in Miracles, it started to undo that insane part of my mind, which we all have. Okay, so part of awakening, of starting to wake up to a different way of being, is realizing when you start to notice that you're observing yourself think and loop into an obsessive thought, an obsessive scenario, right? Going over, I should have said that, I could have said that, I want to say that. And it goes over and over in your head. Those are the unspoken words and undelivered communication. So I do two things to work with clients right now on that. Writing exercises. Actually, three things. Writing exercises, mantras, if that's something that you enjoy doing, reciting mantras in Sanskrit, but it can be in English too. You can just use I am love. In fact, I'm going to play today a really good song that helps us engage our minds, and it's in English. So you can have that. If you don't like to work with Sanskrit or different languages, you can use that. So I use writing exercises, writing down those incomplete communications, things that you wanted to say that you didn't, or that you want to say but you don't know if it's the right time. Write it down. Working with mantras and the Course in Miracles. This is amazing. Exactly what I'm working on right now. Oh, good, Michelle. This is good. I tune in every morning. I want you to know that I don't have a schedule. You know, I don't know what I'm going to talk about next until the night before or the morning after, because I work with energy and I tune into you guys energetically and I ask questions, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about that. So I'm going to share with you a little bit more about the Blue Book. It is a big book. There's a lot of words in here. And I admit it, it's pretty wordy. I don't even know if that's a word, if I just made up. But there's a lot of words in here. And it keeps your mind busy. So then you can connect and be an energy being as opposed to a mental being. But check this out. The first 10 questions of the Course in Miracles, it's going to address exactly that. The looping, the giving the thoughts too much energy, the giving the thoughts too much significance, and your insane mind is going to kind of freak out a little bit. And that's why people avoid the Course in Miracles. So remember we talked about avoidance, and you want to look at that. If you're avoiding something too strongly, there might be something there for you. But if it's just like, you know, I am not ready for that yet, or you just like, I don't vibe with it, you know, it's not something that you feel attracted to, that's okay, that's cool. But a strong repelling energy, and this goes for everything, a strong repelling energy, you might have a little something to look at in there that you are avoiding. So when I first started breathwork, And I always tell this to my clients, guys. If you're looking for something to heal your body and heal your mind, it's not just one thing. You know, there are many things that can work. I share what worked for me and what I teach every day. But there are many things that could do the same thing. And if you're doing just one thing, you might add more to it to support your intention and your focus and what you're trying to do. So when I first started working with breathwork, and I realized that I could observe, right? I started awaken and like, whoa, I'm observing myself think. So there is someone else in my head. It's like, who is in my head thinking? If I am observing it, who is thinking all of those thoughts, right? So when you start to awaken, you're like, woo, what's going on here? So the Course of Miracles, helps a lot. So I started doing breath work and I'm like, whoa, I need help getting out of my head. I started working with the Course of Miracles, and I'm telling you that I did everything with the Course. I slept with the Course of Miracles in my bed. I would eat with the Course of Miracles on the table, and I would travel with the Course of Miracles across the world. I took the book to Brazil several times when I went to visit my family. I took the book to India when I visited India. This was 2005 and 2006. And I worked with it. Does anybody here have worked with the Course of Miracles? Anyone that's watching? Have anybody worked with it? So it's a course in miracles. And what does that mean? It helps you shift your perception. If you're fixed in one thing and you can't see the greater vision, it really helps you to shift at the mind level. Oh, good, Mima. So you worked with the course. That's great. So one of my teachers back then, she said that the Course of Miracles was the highest vibrational book on the planet. That was Sandra Ray, who was my teacher for a long time, and I do honor her. She said to me, this is the highest vibrational book on the planet. So I was like, yes, please. And I allowed that book to work with me, and it created miracles. So listen to this, just the first 10 lessons of the Course of Miracles. Nothing I see in this room means anything. What? Nothing I see in this room means anything. And you get to work all day long with that thought. That was lesson 1. It's one lesson a day for a year. So let me tell you, your ego mind is going to be very loud. ACIM changed my life. One of the most powerful healing tools. Thank you, Elizabeth. I totally am down with that. Listen, that was lesson 1. Nothing I see in this room means anything. And then he goes on. I have given everything I see in this room the meaning that it has. So you start to learn that you're the one giving what you're seeing the meaning that it has. And then he goes on, I do not understand anything in this room. So, and then he goes on, these thoughts I have do not mean anything. So when you first start working with this, you're like, whoa, what are you talking about? Lesson number 5. I am, what does it say? I am never upset for the reason I think. Now, the Course of Me, remember I talked about my birth script last week, yesterday? And we are looking from one perspective. So we come out of the womb and we have this imprint. It's literally like putting on glasses. And then we go on through our lives looking through those one contact or one glass, a pair of glasses that you got in when you first came into this world. And then you can't see beyond it. The Course in Miracles says, I see only the past. What does that mean? We are projecting. Remember we talked about the mind, how the misuse of the mind. We are projecting the past into the present. And so when you first work with the Course in Miracles, you start to get a little disoriented because we are so used to giving our thoughts a lot of meaning, a lot of significance, right? And then we start to open up and shift our perception. So it's amazing. I highly recommend it. I'm going to put it, recommend it here on the group. If you don't know about the Course in Miracles, it is something that you work with yourself. That's one thing that I loved about it, is it's you and you every morning for a year. You can go to groups and everything, but the work is done with you and your higher self. Okay? So that's my recipe for ruminating thoughts. Okay, guys? And when we work, more in depth, I have a bunch of other exercises that you can do to get those thoughts out of your head and complete those relationships from the past that are incomplete, that's taking space on your hard drive. We really want to complete those relationships so you can be fully in the present and have more space to be present and receive what's available. And that is what we're doing here. Okay, guys, are we ready to breathe and relax? Do a little circular breathing, relaxing our bodies and our minds. It's time. All right, so let's close our eyes. Find a place that you can relax, lean back, and allow. Noticing how you feel, how the conversation made you feel. Noticing what the body is saying this morning. The body talks through sensations, or you can call it intensities. Are there any areas that are contracted this morning that needs a little space? So pulling in on the inhalation and relaxed exhale, bringing in that beautiful light. And exhaling light. Breathing in energy as well as air. Yes. Connecting the inhale with the exhale. Creating that loop of energy in the body, building prana, life force, that purifies and cleanses you from the inside out. We are healing from the inside out. Pulling in on the inhalation, relaxing completely on the exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's include the earth in our breathing, becoming aware of nature. What kind of nature are you near that you can include it in your breath, your breathing meditation? I am seeing a beautiful grandmother tree right in front of me. I see ducks and geese and birds and squirrels. What would you like to include in your meditation this morning? Maybe it's the ocean, maybe the mountains. It feels so good to remember nature. So include it, because the animals and nature wants to be a contribution to you. So, how many people do you have in your head occupying space, precious space? And would you be willing to let those people go? Let them out of your head. Breathing in and breathing out. You can talk to them later. You can write, your thoughts about them later. But right now, it's your time to connect with yourself. And nothing is more important than you right now. Yeah. Breathing in and breathing out. How many people are you carrying on your shoulder? How many projects are you carrying on your shoulder? And would you be willing to remove it from your shoulder and set it aside? Breathing in and breathing out. How does it feel to be focusing on yourself, on your aliveness, on your health, on your mental health? Breathing in and breathing out. What have you been giving so much significance to? That you can let it go. Breathing in and breathing out. Relax your shoulders, relax your heart area and the spaces around the heart. Pull in the breath right into the rib cage, expand the lungs, lift the chest up, and let it go. How much can you expand into your heart space today? Now, what if you If you feel anxiety in your heart, what if that is just your heart wanting to expand? We are keeping it too small. What if it is just energy that wants to expand out to others and to the earth? Breathing in and breathing out. So would you be willing to not make your thoughts so significant? You're not your thoughts. You're not your mind. And everything in your life can go on without you. You can give yourself undivided attention. Breathing in and breathing out. Find that circular movement and that rhythm. Relaxing into your body. Relaxing into the energy of nature. Giving to the earth anything that you think you can't handle, that is too much for you, and that you don't know what to do about it. Any worries, fears, or doubts, just allow it to drain down to the earth, because she will clear it for you. Have you ever noticed that when you're in nature, you don't judge yourself? There's more space. Yes. Breathing in and breathing out. The earth can transmute any energy. You can sigh if you want to. Let it go. You don't have to control everything. Let go of the past. Being fully present in this now, in this breath. Each breath happens in this now moment. Breath awareness. Let it feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, just love yourself through it, because it will change. Breathing in and breathing out. I give everything I think the meaning that it has. I give everything I see the meaning that it has. Breathing in and breathing out. Let it go. Keep breathing. I'm going to play that song for you. Just listen to the words and keep breathing for another 2 minutes with this song.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control.
And slowing down the breath, breathing normally. Just noticing the breath coming in and releasing out. Effortless breathing right now. Notice how the body feels once again. Did you increase the prana and the energy flow? I know it's a short breathing. I surrender to Rumi. Did you see him over top of my head? Rumi! Rumi! There he is. He's giving you his blessing. Rumi is my cat, but that's a poet. If you don't know who Rumi is, it's a Sufi poet, very powerful. It's all about love and surrendering to the beloved self that is love. Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you learned something today about some tools to stop ruminating thoughts and to calm the mind. And what's going on? Someone is angry, someone is crying. Oh, thank you. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for being so expressive, Michelle. I do appreciate you. Yawning. Good, guys. Well, I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. I acknowledge you. I see you. I'm happy. I'm awesome. Yeah. Yay. Who's crying? Share it. Tears of joy. Mima, your leg is jumping. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off. I could stay all day here talking to you guys. Thank you for being here. I love you. Have a beautiful day. It's gorgeous out. Enjoy it. Chant, pray, and don't give your thoughts more power. Don't give insane thoughts power, which is energy. I love you. Bye.